Welcome to Night Fever Podcast, your home of all things Auckland FC. It's January the 6th, and today we're reviewing Auckland FC's 11th game of the 25-26 A-League season, an away fixture to Macarthur FC over in Campbelltown. It finished 1-1 apiece. Both teams left frustrated, not taking out the full 3 points. Let's get into it. Before the game, Auckland were coming in off the back of a disappointing 3-1 home loss to Newcastle Jets on New Year's Day, a match that ended a strong unbeaten stretch. Auckland still lead their A-League table coming into this one, but they'll need to refocus and salvage their away points. Macarthur, in contrast, they've been unbeaten in their last 5 matches, giving them confidence at Campbelltown. Both sides knew that this fixture was pivotal, Auckland to maintain top spot and Macarthur to close the gap. The lineups for the teams, let's go to the home team first. Macarthur FC, they went with a 4-4-2 formation. Curto in goal. Across the defence, Talbot, Uskok, Popovic and Scott. In midfield, Bratton, Caceres, Vickery and Gerson. Up front, Bojnak and Sawyer. Auckland appeared to go on paper with a 4-4-2 formation, going with Vau in goal. Sakai back into the starting 11 for the first time since round 3. Dan Hall was partnered this time round with Pijneke taking the place of Gertwood Reich and Francis de Vries at left back. In the middle of midfield, Verstraete and Gallegos continued their partnership. Rogerson was back in the starting 11 on the right, and we saw a start for Marley Francois. He was on the left of midfield, which left Brook up front with Randall. Quite a few differences there from the coach, Steve Corica. We saw Gertwood Reich being sidelined. However, he hasn't done anything wrong, but I think it was more about the chemistry of the central defenders. Hall and Gertwood Reich not quite reading each other the past few games, and we know last season just how well Hall and Pijneke worked. We saw Rogerson return to the starting 11, that width that we need on the right-hand side. We missed it badly last time round against Newcastle Jets. And Marley was a surprise coming back into the starting lineup, which put Randall up front and Cosgrove on the bench. Brook, he switched back from the right midfield position to an attacker, more of a number 10 style role for Brook, who likes to have a lot of freedom on the ball, which only complements the team. The scene at Campbelltown Sports Stadium, well, it was a Monday night A-League fixture. The crowd was modest, an official attendance of 3,543, with a boisterous home support, eager to see their team go top with a win. The atmosphere, it was lively, and the scoreboard set up both sets of travelling supporters something to cheer on as the teams warmed up. Into the first half. The first half was very competitive. Auckland FC having a strong opening phase. Louis Verstraete slipped a clever ball through out wide to Sakai around 20 minutes in, leading to a cross that forced a smart block from Macarthur. The match's decisive moment, just before half-time on the 41st minute, Auckland built an end-to-end sequence. Following an attack from Macarthur, Auckland hit straight back with an attack of their own. Dan Hall's excellent tackle in his own area started the movement. He played it to Verstraete, who quickly played in Sakai, who created a great assist for Lockie Brook. He ran onto it, and the keeper almost stopped the ball going in, but it was in the back of the net. Lockie Brook with his 4th goal of the season for Auckland. Auckland's first half, it was strong in possession and dynamic going forward, but Macarthur looked steady and dangerous on the breaks. There weren't major defensive errors, but Macarthur's structure gave Auckland fewer chances than they'd have liked. The second half opened up with Auckland looking to double their lead. A good ball from Francis de Vries met Pijneke's head early on, but it hit the woodwork. Minutes later, Sakai headed over from a good delivery. Macarthur gradually grew more into the game, creating chances with Popovic and Sawyer both going close. Ultimately, they found the breakthrough on the 70th minute. Tomislav Usok, who climbed well to head home a Liam Rose cross, levelling it at 1-1. After the equaliser, both teams pushed for a late winner. Auckland probed but didn't carve out a clear cutting edge. Macarthur defended resolutely and looked threatening on counters, but the time ran out. The final score saw it Macarthur FC 1, Auckland FC 1. Goals for Auckland by Lockie Brook on 41 minutes. The equaliser for Macarthur by Uscock on 70 minutes. Going through the team one by one for Auckland FC, Michael Vow in goal. He did enough on the night. No big mistakes. Kept it pretty calm at the back. Sakai at right back into the starting lineup. What a game for him. He was magical all night. He was back to his very best that we saw of him last season. His control of the ball, his crosses, and his link-up play was excellent. Probably the best of the team was the partnership of Hall and Peinecker in defence. Hall was outstanding, instrumental in that first goal for Auckland, and Peinecker throughout the game as well remained solid. A good defensive wall of Hall and Peinecker. We saw a lot of going forward from De Vries, often in front of Marley, switching roles a couple of times. And it was another reasonably consistent performance from De Vries. In midfield, Verstraete, we've seen it all season long, how influential he is for Auckland. He comes back deep, he wins the ball, intercepts the ball so many times, bringing it forward. Link-up play is great from Verstraete. And Gallegos, a bit quieter tonight, didn't quite have the impact that we've seen from him in the past. This season as a whole hasn't been too great for Gallegos. Rogerson back in the starting lineup at right midfield, ran the flank really well, up and down, a few loose touches here and there, and we saw Marley Francois back in the starting lineup as well. He was up and down the flank, putting in a lot of defensive play as well as going forward. His final ball, often not good enough. He had a couple of chances shooting at goal, but couldn't capitalise. The energetic Lockie Brook, he was at it again, bringing the ball forward. He came quite deep a lot of times back into his own half, so he wasn't really a striker for the game or a forward player, but he was instrumental in linking up the defence and the attack. Jesse Randall didn't really have a lot of impact on the game. A lot of loose touches on a wet night. Saw the ball escape him many times. He didn't really prove himself as a striker on the night. The Macarthur FC standouts, just a couple. Curto, the goalkeeper, he was very strong with his goalkeeping, maintaining the game level in the scoreline. Uscock, the finisher of the Macarthur equaliser, he had a strong physical presence throughout the game. Every player gave a solid effort. Both teams showed intent despite the points shared. Taking a look at the key match stats from the game. In possession, Macarthur had 45% to Auckland's 55%. Shots, Macarthur managing 6, Auckland with 13, over double the amount. Shots on target, Macarthur with 2, Auckland with 3, and a pass accuracy of 74% for the home team, 83% for Auckland. The XG saw Macarthur with a 0.82 versus Auckland's 1.52, and a tackle accuracy, Macarthur with 70% and Auckland with quite a low 57%. Goalkeeper saves saw 2 for the home keeper and 1 for Michael Vow, and corner kicks, Macarthur way out in front with 8 to Auckland's 3. So the metrics reflect Auckland's dominance in possession and creativity, while Macarthur were more compact and opportunistic. So the takeaways from the match and looking ahead, Auckland FC, well, they extend their lead at the top just by a point, but Sydney FC now have a game in hand and they can go top should they win in their next game. Auckland still unbeaten away in the league this season. That's a real positive to draw from. However, more shots but limited clear-cut chances. The attacking transitions need sharpening, especially in the second half. Defensively, conceding a set-piece header exposed some vulnerability, which will need addressing before next week. For Macarthur FC, a deserved point that keeps their unbeaten run alive, 6 in a row now for Macarthur unbeaten. They're tough to beat at Campbelltown. Their goal scoring from crosses and direct attacking play will be a confidence boost going forward. Looking ahead, both teams should benefit from this tough contest. For Auckland, polish in the final third. For Macarthur, momentum and belief that they can match the top clubs. Going back to a point in the match which was a big swing was the triple substitution that Auckland made, bringing off some very versatile, energetic attacking players, and they didn't really gel the same after that. A goal was almost immediate following, and Auckland couldn't get back in the lead. And that wraps up Auckland FC's 1-1 away draw to Macarthur FC. Stay tuned next time as I'll bring a match preview to Auckland's Friday night match against Brisbane away at Suncorp Stadium. It'll be the second of 3 away games in a row where Auckland will look to continue their impressive away record. Thanks for listening to the podcast. If you enjoyed it, hit like, subscribe and share it so others can enjoy as well. Until next time, up the port, up the Black Knights. Goodbye for now.